Hello and welcome to our astrological vibrations for Wednesday, August 7th, 2024 by Gaia Blooming. I'm Mimi and our energy mantra for today is I express my love internally to myself and externally to the universe. And to start, I have a funny story. So as I looked at today's astro, I was like, oh, more like really strong expressing love vibes. And it flashed me back to yesterday's scope where I was talking about signs of love, and I laughed because I had two big signs of love today that I didn't realize were signs of love in the moment. So it began in the morning. A wolf caught a mouse and brought it to bed. So that is my wake-up call this morning. And then I think I've shared that I work at my friend's restaurant 2 days a week, and I was there today, and there was a tiny snake about this big. I guess it's called a ring snake. And the little snake was watching me make smoothies. Smoothies. And neither time did I think, oh, these are the signs of love that I mentioned to everybody in the form of animals. But they were. So those are my signs of love. Hopefully you got other signs of love. Although I like the snake. A snake in a restaurant is interesting. It literally was this big. So today, everyone says I love you. We have two transits today that can enhance our expression. So we have the Sun and Jupiter in a sextile. A sextile is a happy, easy, supportive connection. So it's Jupiter in Gemini and Sun in Leo. And I always say, like, Gemini is such a cheerleader for the Leo energy and vice versa, but Gemini is definitely more of a cheerleader than like Leo is energetically. And Jupiter just wants to like shout so loud for the Leo. So this is like parts of yourself that wants to like, oh God, it's actually flashing me back to a commercial. I feel like there's a commercial for like a jewelry place or something once upon a time that had like a man and a woman, like seeing it on stairs, and he's like, I love my wife, and gives her a piece of jewelry kind of thing. That's this energy expressing the love, expressing the support. Jupiter likes to make anything bigger, and in this case can make that love vibe of Leo bigger. The love vibe, the fun vibe. These two, the Sun and Jupiter in this sextile, this is fun. This is big fun energy. Today is a day to have some fun. As I just realized I totally forgot to pull the cards that I sat in front of me. Anyway, so big fun energy today with that big expression. Now, of course, Jupiter can enhance any of the aspects of Leo. So this could enhance if your inner child is feeling angry, frustrated, unheard. You might hear your inner child today. You might receive some stomping of the feet from your inner child today if you have not been listening, or even if you have not been allowing yourself fun and connection. Jupiter in Gemini also desires connection, and so beautiful opportunity for that today. The other transit that we have going on is Mercury and Venus, and this is Mercury retrograde in Virgo and Venus newly still in Virgo, and they're meeting at 3 degrees, and 3 degrees is that degree of expansion. Now, this can also be loving because we have Venus there, right? And this can also air to the critical side of things. Now, it's interesting because our Sun Jupiter is how we start the day. And then later in the day, later in the evening is where we have that Mercury Venus. So it almost feels like maybe a little too much play. And then our critical nature comes out and tries to fix it. But this can also be a beautiful healing transit with Venus and Mercury together, especially if you're wanting to lavish on yourself words of affirmation, words of love. I can't speak enough of how helpful it can be to be loving to yourself, to tend to yourself recognizing how much of us is water, digging into the cat's chaos deck. It's now the cat's chaos deck. I love this experiment with water crystals via words, and how the words can make beautiful crystals or ugly crystals. People have done it in so many different ways. People have done it with food that they left on the counter. People have done it with plants. And time again, it shows beautiful words, beautiful language will enhance your physicality. Our world doesn't necessarily push that, but this is where we can be the change and where we can tip things over. This energy today is asking us to put beautiful expression out to the world. Now, this could be in the form of words, it could be in the form of art, it could be in the form of so many things, music, or even just in your thoughts. But see how much you can hold on to it before the world tries to, harsh it away. Or you go on the internet and see everybody fighting about whatever everybody's fighting about right now, right? The moon in Virgo is definitely going to be tilting it one way or another. Watch for these Virgo energies. I know that's actually what throws me off. When I get into my critical nature, that's what takes me out of my peace. It's what takes me out of my love. So I personally have to be very aware of when I go into Virgo land, because it doesn't serve my higher goal. It doesn't serve my higher vision. And there's other ways of dealing with it besides getting in the critical cranky pants. So watch for that energy popping in. Speaking of Virgo, it is making some interesting connections today. We actually will have the moon in Virgo connecting to Saturn in Pisces. And Pisces always reminds Virgo, like, leave room for some magic. Like, everything that you see, there is so much beyond that you don't see. And so that's always a reminder. Dreams could get interesting. You could get messages of love from the universe in your dreams, because today's all about the love. We also have the moon late in the evening, right around that time of that Mercury Venus conjunction, connecting with Uranus. Now, this is a trine, which is a happy connection, but Uranus is still like, I'm going to push your buttons. So again, you may find your buttons pushed and lean into the critical. Even if you go in that direction, see if you can carry the love with you. It might be hard to go into the critical with the love with you, but if you keep reminding yourself, I think it'll come back around. I think that we'll also be getting signs of love again today. Please no mouse and snake, especially not in the house, please. I'll take them outside, happily. But watch for those signs of love. Watch how the universe is showing you matter, and it has things to share with you, because you matter, and the universe does have things to share with you. Speaking of sharing, before I share these cards, and a little chaos card from the Cat's Chaos Bowl. It's now the Cat's. Oh, I love that. Oh, I love this card. I happen to pull another water crystal card. My friend's book. I am so grateful for those of you who have ordered it and sent me your receipts. Awesome. So exciting. Please continue to do that. Support my friend. Some of you are wanting a hard copy. The hard copy will be released on the 14th, and I will hold space that those of you who want the hard copy can still be part of the, part of the raffle. There we go. So let's look at these cards. Source. Love this card. It's a reminder of like that love, that golden light glow that is flowing in and through all of us. It's a card of creativity. I didn't mention that. This energy can be highly creative, which is another reason why you might want to stay out of your critical nature. I'm looking at my painting over there that I want to work on, and I have a birth chart painting that I want to work on, and I just got to get out of the critical and into my, inner artist. So, source. Deep creativity today. There is some inner child. There's some feels going on. We have the clinging to the past. So there's definitely some inner child stuff. And here it is with the shoulddiness again. We have it with the morality card. And the morality card is the Queen of Swords. How are you talking to yourself? How are you speaking to your inner child, internally, that is not supporting your inner glow, right? So be aware of that energy today. I've also got the abundance card. So the abundance card is in reverse. And I know a lot of people are freaking out about what's happening with stock markets and all that. It's all part of change. And you can't... I love this book. I think it says it better than me. It's called It's Not Your Money by Tosha Silver. And I think we all need to lean into that and trust in the inherent abundance of the planet and beyond any nefarious agenda that's out there. Source is in charge. Source is in control. So can you tell yourself it's going to be okay? Because that might be the thing that's harshing you out of your joy, harshing you out of your love. And what do we need to do? We need to travel. We need to drop it. I love that we're traveling towards that light, right? Like, that's what it looks like to me. The traveling card always reminds me, what baggage are you taking with you? What do you want to go with you? Where can you drop some of your baggage off so you can travel lightly? And I love this. So this is Cranial Hado, which is peace of mind. We are offered peace of mind in these energies. So that's it for today. If you need a little love, reach out. I've been enjoying doing these little mini connection readings. It's just nice to be able to connect with people sometimes, and sometimes you just need a little support or a little insight, like, what is my astro doing right now? It's always doing something, it seems like, right? Check out my friend's book. I am so excited for those of you who have purchased it, for you to read it. It's so helpful. It has great pendulum tools that you can add to your energetic toolkit. And besides all that, the better it gets, the better it gets. There's more than enough love in the world for you. You have the power, and remember who you are, for you are the solution. Namaste.